Hello and welcome back. It's Avery Grace and I'm excited to host this video for you. I'm feeling really good in life. I'm feeling really good. I feel like I've manifested a lot of the things that are happening, and I'm on this track right now where it's like, okay, we've been delusional, but like we should start seeing the pieces fit together now, right? I've been talking about that there's a summer dip and that like during the summer it just sucks for creators, and especially those that are in the adult industry. The weather's nice, everyone wants to get out, and during that time I try to remind myself to do the same thing and to enjoy life, especially when the money's not coming in like it usually is. Now, I always see a spike by the end of the year, so about August, September, you start to see the increase in sales. People are starting to be on the internet more, they're active, they're looking and willing to spend because they're getting bonuses for the holidays. But I've been operating in this way that it's coming, and say yes to opportunities that are presented to you, and to an extent, of course, but I am so excited. I am going to be doing my first collab ever with other creators. I don't really know what to expect. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I am so excited. It feels unreal. I can't believe it's happening. I am very grateful and appreciative for this opportunity, and I think that in a way it is helping me step into this next chapter of my life where I am taking this a little bit more seriously, whereas maybe in the past I was winging it a lot. And there's nothing wrong with winging it, because maybe you don't have that courage just yet, but it's there. Like, you know it's in you, but you take those small steps, and eventually when you look back, you're like, wow, look how far I've come. And that's really what it feels like. And this year, it seems like there's this constant theme that is like, okay, I've been doing this for 2 years. That's a good amount of time. I've learned a lot. What else? Like, what do I want to do, not want to do? And I've really kind of stepped into the personality person on social media, with kind of just trying to be as authentically me as I can and living in such an honest way that it's like I know what decisions I'm making. I know that people are not going to agree with them. I know that it's not for everybody. I have thought through this so many different times. I have humbled myself so many times. Other people have humbled me. It's always just a constant thing on social media with people that leave negative comments. And for a while, I really couldn't decide if it's better to ignore those people or to address it head on. Now, in the past, because as I have been working on myself, because I was lacking a little bit of confidence and courage in the past because of various different reasons that I've talked about on this channel, but I always found it maybe more necessary to just ignore it because I didn't know how to handle those types of conversations. And I honestly, to be completely honest, I do try to choose my words carefully and choose who I engage with carefully, because people are a little odd. Sometimes you just never know who you're interacting with on the internet, and I've seen countless girls that engage with things that kind of turn into full-blown stalking, and people use that ammunition of, oh, you're scared. And I guess I've just, the way that I want to present myself and hold myself in a public way, I was like, I'm just not going to interfere with a lot of things like that, at least not at that time in my life. But as I've stepped in and realized and accepted that I'm making money, I'm doing this, I need to just commit to it because it's something I want to do. It's helping provide a life that is livable. Like I'm able to pay my bills every month, and I'm able to also work on myself. I've done so much personal development in the last 2 years because of that freedom of schedule. And I honestly, in certain ways, do feel like this job saved me because it just allowed me to really, really take a lot of time to decide what it is that makes me happy in this world, and what do I want to chase and who do I want to be. Because in the past I really looked at a title as the accomplishment, when really the accomplishment is to be happy and to live a life that is fulfilling in more ways than a title ever will be. And so I would say the person that I'm showing up to today, and even more here recently, I'm noticing it. I'm noticing it in my videos, and it makes me so happy, is that I feel like my confidence is back, my courage is back. This version of myself that I was yearning because I lost her. I lost her and I didn't know where things went wrong. And like I said, I've taken a lot of time, and maybe I'll discuss it more. But today, I just want to say that the person I am, I love myself. I love myself, and I know that people, they think, oh, you're so full of yourself. And I've thought those things too. I've thought that I don't ever want to be too full of myself, and that I don't ever want to get in over my head, and that I don't ever want to find myself in a position where maybe I make the wrong choice and I regret it. But I have, to this point in my life, lived such an honest life and been so open and vulnerable when I can be, that I just know that I'm doing things in what I feel like is good faith. I'm trying, I'm following the rules. I think about I'm just gonna say it, I think about the underage. No, oh my god. I think about the kids, because I was one of those kids that definitely looked at stuff that they shouldn't have at a very young age. And, maybe that is the reason I am the way I am now. But I just know that maybe there are some things that we can do to just put a little bit more protection on things. And so I'm all for these sites wanting to do the ID and, age verification. I find that is very important, especially in the adult industry. I think that it could also help in all kinds of ways. I've been getting more invested in the community and those that are advocating for the community and what's being said and things that are happening in government. I personally, I think it's freedom of choice. And there are people that maybe they feel they have a guilty conscience with this type of stuff, and some people get caught and they blame. I think about a lot of different things, and I do want to make a positive impact and, still be able to have fun and have this kind of freedom of choice to show my body in a way that's appropriate and that is consensual. But I'm excited for what the future holds. I'm ready for what the future holds. Maybe 98%. I am still thinking, oh my goodness, if I hit another viral moment, am I going to be able to handle it? Am I going to be able to keep it up? I think that's the most important thing. And for a long time, I've been building my personal brand. I've been putting myself out there, and even more recently, really showcasing my humor and giving my thoughts more. Yeah, it's scary. But I will say also that when I browse my profiles on social media, I scroll through it and I'm like, does this catch my attention? Would I want to follow this person? Are they interesting, or is it consumable content? And I would say, I don't know. I think that I I am something. Entertainment. I've kind of really went with that. I'm doing this for entertainment purposes because I really like that line, because I am. It's adult entertainment. And I just really enjoy being goofy and kind of showcasing that to the internet. And I've had countless conversations with my partner, and I've showed him countless things that I've posted on social media, and they are so cringy. They are so cringy, and I can't even believe like that I posted that, because wow, I am really putting it out there. I have committed. I have committed to being on the internet, and that I understand that I can't turn back. I mean, I could turn back. I could stop. I could erase everything. I mean, there'll still be traces of me on the internet and catfish accounts impersonating me for money. But I'm starting to see life in a way that I'm doing this because the life that I live off the internet is so beautiful to me. I have accomplished so much in my life. I've built so much in my life. And even with this home, I'm so grateful for it. I've said it before, and I think, if I was to ever really come across a lot of money, I would want to just stay humble in the sense that I don't need anything bigger than this right now. In certain ways, it's kind of cramped, but I think if I can continue to just live in this space and really appreciate what I have consistently over and over again, and really instead of spending money, focus on how do I improve my life? How do I continue to be the person I want to be? How do I eventually have a family and raise kids, and what does that look like? And for me, it's just I want the freedom of time. I want to be able to continue to create my own schedule and just have the time to spend with people that I love, and continue in deepening those relationships and do more in the community. I'm seeing more and more creators putting their money to good, and I would love to do something like that in the future. And I try not to think about it too much because right now I got to take care of me. But I would want to donate or do research and contribute to something that I believe is meaningful to me and what I feel is a positive impact on the world. I am very hopeful that everything works out. Everything works out for me, for the future, and that, you know, there are more good people than there are bad. That's what I'm going to say. So, I'm about to finish scheduling out some content and packing for my trip and edit this video. But I'm just I really feel like I'm going to cry. I really feel like I'm stepping into the next chapter. I really do. I feel like the way that I handle myself, the way that I am able to have conversations with other people, I personally love connecting with those in the audience, those fans, those people. You are people. Because we're always seeking something. We're seeking an experience. And I've had so many conversations with people that have subscribed to me, and it just means a little bit more to me when I know that I'm making a positive impact in people's lives, especially when we are having this open conversation and we are being honest that what this experience is. And I like to look at it as you're gaining something from it, even if it's temporary, even if it's just fun. You are connecting with another person and you are making meaningful impact in those people's lives, especially when you're doing one-on-one connections. And I think that I really want to focus on continuing to do that and being open and allowing people to open up to me and just strip it all down, strip it all down, strip it all down. I don't really know what the future holds, but I really want to believe. I really want to believe it all works out. And I guess I say this like really being in probably the toughest, like I won't even, probably the toughest, well, I guess the toughest point was when I quit my job and I wasn't making income for 6 months. But now it's like I am making income, but things happen, life happens, unexpected expenses happen, and just things out of your control happen. And so I really am just in this crappy point in my life, but it's also so confusing because I have such a positive attitude with it that I just believe that it's like, don't focus on those negatives. Stop focusing on those negatives. We are stepping into a new chapter and we have to believe it works. I think that's one thing that I've just been very consistent with. You have to believe it. You have to trust it. You have to acknowledge that the small steps does get you far. It's going to take time. It's going to take strength. It's going to take a lot of energy out of you. But God, is it worth it? And I want to see myself continue to grow and to just continue to work on being a better person for myself, for my friends, for my family, for my future. To those that watch me, thanks for being here with me. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting me. I say it all the time, but it means so much to me. And I think with being consistent every Tuesday, it's helping me. Just in general, that I think I do realize that I need to have a little bit more of a schedule, a consistent schedule every week. And I do plan to start going live, but I'm trying to figure out which platform I want to go live on. I was thinking Kick, maybe Patreon. I could do TikTok and Instagram. I might do them all, but I'll let you know when I do. And if I do that, it'll be on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I've blocked off those days. And what I plan to do is have a chill hangout, like lounge. So the chill lounge where you relax, enjoy yourself, hang out with me. Maybe we listen to music together. Maybe I play my steel tongue drum. I paint. Who knows? But the idea is that it's a chill lounge to unwind and relax and hang out with other people. Hang out with me, I guess. So that's something that's also coming in the future. But right now, my main focus is doing this collab, seeing what comes out of it, and updating you after so you can see what my experience was like. My first collab. Oh my gosh. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe. It's a free way to support this channel and lets me see that maybe I am interesting. Maybe I do have something to share with the world. Maybe I'm funny. What do you say? Am I funny? Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!